welcome to my first ever YouTube video that I'm making here on the 2nd of December 2025. Um, this isn't, I've not planned on what to say or anything. I'm not doing any retakes. I'm doing this to kind of have a reference to look back on my progress. I think the learning with chess, especially for me, is so slow, so it's difficult to recognize the progress you're making. So I think it's going to be interesting for me in a few years to look back on how I was playing, how I was calculating moves, etc. And also, perhaps the main reason is I'm looking to improve my public speaking, something I'm not very good at. So I think that recording videos, playing chess, and watching it back, as painful as that's going to be, I think that's going to improve my public speaking a little bit, even if no one's watching. It's just a personal project for myself. Um, so I'm a terribly inconsistent person, so I'm not going to be doing this every day, but we'll see. Maybe just a game a day if I could record that, that could be cool. So let's see just a quick snippet about my stats. I've been playing for almost 5 years. I mainly play rapid. But if I go to all stats, I recently got everything over 1,000. That was an objective of mine, so I feel quite consistent in quicker chess, bullet chess now. So I feel better at making quick decisions. But the thing I'm most interested is 10 minutes. I get the most joy out of playing that. The highest rating I've ever been was 1401. That was fairly recently. I've kind of been flirting around the 1300s for a while now. Um, if we go into the last month, for example, I've kind of been going down a bit. Most of the games I've been playing recently, I've been losing. Um, Probably averaging 3 games a day for the last month or so. I don't know, that's just a guess. Yeah, you can see my ratings gone down a bit. Um, that's probably all I wanted to say. Um, yeah, I have the objective of reaching 1400 again. Bef I actually wanted to hit 1500 before the end of the year, so a month, but we're gonna see. I mean, surprisingly, when I was kind of almost at 1400, the games felt good. I always feel like when I improve a bit, like when I reach these new levels, it's often easier, but when I shrink back down, I always struggle to get back up. It's like I get accustomed to playing players at a higher level, and when I have about a week and I drop down and I'm playing people with a lower average level, I struggle to play against them, which I don't really know what's going on there. Maybe I'm not focused as much, or I'm not taking it seriously. Anyway, enough jibber jabbing. Let's do it. So you're gonna have to excuse me as well. This is the first time I've ever played a game of chess off my laptop, so I can record this. Um, yeah, definitely want to be playing a line. Yeah, online. Oh, this is nice. So I always play d5 to start. I literally got in this trap earlier where you end up losing your queen. I hate this when people play this opening. I'm not going to take the bait. I need to learn how to defend against it. Often they make mistakes and I can counter it, but I'm not going to mess around because I got absolutely humiliated earlier. I think I've played 6 games today, lost 4, won 1, and drew 1. So not the best of days, but I'm in the mood, to be fair. So he might be bringing his queen out, then attacking this. But if I just move my pawn up here, which I like to do anyway, then we should be Gucci. Because he's just gonna have to move this knight. And there's not much else he can do. There's nothing he can attack of mine in turn. I'm really not sure why he's done that, to be honest. But he must always do this opening. Well, I'm gonna assume that. I think I might just build this defense. I will be blocking one knight, one bishop in a bit. This isn't normally how I like to play as black. I kind of do a Scandinavian. I've never studied the Scandinavian. I just ended up playing like that as black. and it seems to work. But I tried studying it once, but I wasn't a huge fan. Okay, I think it's just time for me to. Normally, I like to get the bishops out on the 5 file, but here I can't really do that. I can do it for this one actually. So if he takes my pawn, I'll probably take with the bishop, because then he's got nothing to attack it with. I could take the queen out, but then he'll probably... Yeah. If I did that, where would it go? I'm just going to take it easy. Probably playing a bit slow because I'm talking as well here. So this guy's about the same rating from Egypt. I'm trying to get better at my flag game too. What a fucking loser I am. Oh, and there's so much data here that I don't really see on my phone, which is interesting. I never look at really the after game stats or anything. I don't pay for chess.com, so I just get one insight a day, and I just use it whenever I get a brilliant move, basically, just so I can bask in my glory. So he's taking it. I'm just gonna keep it simple, keep that nice defended pawn structure. Not too bothered about that. I think it's probably time to just bring this bad boy out. My general strategy for chess for the last few months has been don't castle until they castle. I'm just waiting until he castles, and then I castle the opposite direction. If he goes here, I go here. Then I just launch my pawns at him. I really like that, and I feel like it makes them focus on defense rather than offense. Righty ho, so he's going to be well, he can't bring that bishop out anywhere. He may just put it there so he can castle queenside. I'm just going to do that because that queen can't get anywhere that way anyway. Queen will have to go up here then out. Maybe, I'm for sure going to put the bishop here. And then the queen's a bit more free. Yeah. But I think he's going to, well, he's got a hole. And I feel like players at our level don't really like to castle with a hole. I do. But I never really see other people doing it. So now I'm thinking he's going to castle that way. He's just blundered a piece. Right? Well, that might be the resignation, to be honest. He's got to pull that knight back at it. Oh no. And he's got to bring his bishop out. Then I'll just take the rook. That was a blunder. If this is a quick game, I could maybe squeeze in another one. You might be hearing some banging in the background. We're actually renovating our house at the moment. Let's see, he's really thinking about it, but I don't think he's got really any choice here. He's just got to bring that bishop out. There's no counter. Oh, he can check me. But then I just throw up a pawn and we're in the same position. And that puts his queen kind of over there where I don't need to worry too much. So now for sure he's going to seek refuge in castling over here. Get nice and comfy and protected. So I'm just gonna develop. I'm not gonna launch any big attacks. I like the idea of putting the knight here because that pawn's always going to be protected. He's got nowhere to go for the moment. Yeah, I like the idea of putting the knight here. And then I'll just whap out this. I don't know why he's taking so long on this move. It's quite weird. Like, he can't do anything. He can check me, but it won't lead to a single thing. And if he does check me, then he can't even take my bishop. So, I feel like I'm speaking like a little mumbler. I'm going to try and project a little bit more, be a bit louder, and have some more confidence. So, yeah, used half his time. I've got a 3 minute time advantage already, and some good points. What, 5 points up? Do do do. Yeah. So what does all this data mean? These are all the moves. First move, d5. That was me. Black. Oh, and it tells you the time made to make each move. Okay, so you can see white took a minute here, 30 seconds here, best part of a minute there. That's quite interesting. And this is how we go back to the previous moves. That's cool. And you can go to the first move and last move. That's pretty cool. I may have to start playing my laptop a bit more. There's a sale on today because it was just Black Friday and Cyber Monday for 50% off. It's a bit tempting, but I'm just not playing enough, to be honest. My wife and I have just had a baby, so my chess time's decreased greatly. And even when I start a game and I think I've got some free time, I just end up having to resign games because I hear a cry in the distance, or you know, you know what I'm saying. So it is what it is. Have they just abandoned ship? I think they've just abandoned ship. Well, this is a shitty first video, but it's a real experience nonetheless. And I said no retakes, so it's going to be getting published. And it was a very clean game. And there's info. What's the info? Win +8, draw -8, draw. Oh, it tells you how many points you would win. That's really cool. I was just doing rough calculations. For example, I knew we're the same, so I knew I thought it'd be 7 or 8. No, he's higher, so I'd probably think it was 8. Recently I've been playing loads of brand new accounts. This one's half a year old, so I'm not mad at that, but oh my god, last week, like almost every game I was playing, all the accounts were created within the last week and they kept destroying me. And then you'd go in to check. I just checked one account the next day and he was like 1500 already because he just joined. It was like his fifth game he played against me, and so he wasn't adequately rated yet. His actual standard was much higher. So, yeah. And I think I've still lost like 8 points from it, which is just ridiculous. Like, they need to make a better system than that. But it seemed to have chilled out a bit. I don't know if it's bot accounts or I don't even know why people make new accounts and just climb up. Obviously, like top players can have a couple, or any player can have one just for messing about and one for taking seriously, but it just seems like a lot. There we go, he did abandon the game. So let's go for our daily game review. I think I've absolutely smashed it here, but let's see what Mr. Specs says. 68% attack, is that it? You got wrecked. I've blundered. Fair. I wish I could, I can. Alright. Oh, okay. Sorry, I've just never. I only see this bar when I'm watching Gotham Chess. It's pretty cool to see. That's a blunder. So, okay, they always want you to take that. I really need to study this. How is that a blunder in any world? Okay, he does that. I defend, but I could have just taken it. Nah, I think that's a bit harsh now. You can chill out. I'm not following any of that. Let's just go net. That's a blunder. Wait, what? I've had two blunders. Oh, so there is a genuine strategy for the knight going here. Um, let's see this tactic then. All right, he follows through. Oh yeah, and I've been in this position so many times. Fair. Yeah, I'm rubbish. Yeah, I've been in this position so many times. I need to figure out how to defend against that. Yeah, that was a blunder because he got fucked up here. Yeah, they want you to put the pressure on fair incomes. And then that's a blunder. Well, yeah, we all knew that. And then that's game over. All right, fair. Yeah. Well, I just need to figure out what to do when they do that. So the computer wants us to take. Oh, well, I don't even know what's going on there. Anyway, that's about it. Actually, fuck it. Let's play another game. I won't be able to do a review on it, but let's go for it. Mad lad. Start game. Here we got Mr. Shut up. Oh, so I'm playing as white. I always do the same opening for white and black. I do the Bonziani for white. I'm hoping he brings his knight out here and I can actually show you the only piece of chess theory I know in the world. The rest of it's just raw instinct. He's taking a while, which is weird for third move. So regardless of what happens here, I'm pushing a pawn up. He's either going to take here or take a free pawn, quote unquote, here. Well, there's no quotes because it actually just is a free pawn, but then it leads to something juicy. So he's done that, which is fine. It just leads me having two nice pawns in the middle, basically, and him scrambled. So he's going to bring his queen out probably here. I'm really liking this variation because I feel like I'm so familiar with it. I'm typically more familiar with other people in this position because I do the same thing. I feel like most people are experimenting a bit with different openings. I'm always going to have a bit of an advantage if I just play the same thing all the time. But then obviously there's disadvantages to that too. How do you pre-move? I need to figure that out. Control. Oh, don't you just double tap it actually? I don't know. We'll figure that out later. Stay tuned. We will get there, guys. Today's day one. Yeah. So this can look a bit intimidating. He's not even brought his queen out actually, which is surprising. So I could just, yeah, because what's he going to do? He's going to run away. He's going to go up here. To do what he's doing, the queen needs to be there. Simple as. Yeah, see you, mate. Probably still follow the same rough process I follow here. I assume he'll whap out his bishop. Yeah, he's got to. Again, in this game, I feel like I'm a lot quicker than the other guy because I'm quite familiar with this position. I mean, I've got this nice knight here, so I'm actually quite inclined to take it because then I'm not too worried about this. And I have no idea which way he's going to castle yet, so it's quite tricky to be honest. I could just castle, even though it's not my fave strategy. I feel like I've kind of got to here. I don't know. Maybe if I bring my queen there. Kind of attacking that, but not really. Kind of attacking this square, but not really. But where else could I have went? I didn't want to put my queen in front of my king. Guess I could have went there, but that's also quite weak. Oh, now I can push that pawn up, which is nice. Then I'll send him back into the Shadow Realms. I don't know, he might move this pawn down if he sees that. That could be alright, I think. So I really like, as stupid as it looks, castling this way now, even though the king's going to be exposed. He's taken my pawn. I can't push anymore. And if I do that, he wins that, but then I could end up winning that, which is juicy. And I'll have the knight here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take that risk, but he can take this pawn, but yeah, let's go mental. Fucking YOLO. So I think he's gonna take that, thinking I made a wee mistake, but this knight's doing bits for him. Even though I was happy to send it back there, it's it's pulling its weight. Okay, I was not expecting that. Could just castle. Or could not be a pussy. I mean, I'm gonna castle. It's not the preferred strategy for what I like doing, but oh, I feel like roles have reversed here. Oh, he's not made a mistake. Chill out. Yeah, this pawn's toast now. If we go here, I could protect the pawn, I think. How'd you pre-move? I've also got this, but I don't have any bishops, which is actually a bit of a shame. What happened to my bishops? I'd rather have one bishop and one knight. Oh no, I'm losing that. Oh no, I'm not, because that's worth more points than this and this on paper. Well, I could still kind of do my pawn launch, but it ain't gonna be that epic. Fuck it. Oh, I'm dumb. Still protecting that though. Oh no, this is not good because he's gonna pull queen and go for it there. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good at all. Might have to pull this rook out and run away. Yeah. Yeah. This isn't good. Might be able to block the rook attacks with this knight because he won't be there anymore, will he? I've just got no checks going on as well. Well, let's see. About the same time as well. He's got more than enough time to execute this. I was not expecting that. What does that do? All I'm gonna say is that could just pull this. No, I don't like that. I'm just gonna go with this, which I don't believe is a real attack, but might distract him. I mean, he could just block it by going there. Okay, yeah, this is bad. This is a disaster for Scotland. Kind of need to do that. I mean, if I do get this pawn there and he goes there, then there's me options of slipping in here, but it's still not that detrimental. He's sacked it. That's wild. Fair play. Thing is, I don't automatically lose that knight. I'm just gonna go for it because go here. This knight's fucked. I can't go. Guess he'll go there. Actually, that might be the play. He has to go there. I go there. Then I might be able to bounce to freedom. I don't know. This ain't good. Maybe he goes here. I think he'll just pull one of the rooks out. Right. Oh, I don't even have an option. And then he moves this pawn and I'm fucked. Alright, I could think about putting his rooks there. All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. Yeah, this has got to be GG's. Oh, there is a check over there if he moves his queen, which is quite tidy. And he's taking his time. Maybe I should slow down a bit too. Not sure why we didn't just... Oh. This guy's very, very, very unpredictable. I could go counter-attack here. Because if I take this pawn, then I'm threatening mate. But I just feel like he's got too much heat, I won't get there. The queen is stuck. Oh, I should have just fucking... Oh my god. Oh yeah, I can't even take him. I thought he was hanging a piece. Oh no, fuck it. He might shit himself here and make a mistake. I doubt it though. Oh, and that's just me. Shit. Let's see. Oh, I offered me a rematch. Sorry, mate. Yeah, I can't do one. Alright, let's go for one more actually. I'm feeling mental. That was bad. Sluggish horse. What country is that? Is that an Indian flag? The flags look weird today, no? Guess so. How does mine look? Don't know, they look animated on my computer. Hello? Low lag. 3rd of August. Auto abort. Right, if he aborts, I'm gonna bail because I gotta go. Yeah, not my best games to show you. The first one made a blunder, and he made a blunder, wasn't very entertaining. The second one, I just got outplayed. Not fun to watch. So that's about it. Thank you for watching. Let me see if I ever make a second video, and peace out.